Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Boss Rush Island 3. Today we're doing a live commentary, okay? And I'm very sorry, usually I do post commentary, but today they released an update after I already made Boss Rush 3, and I cannot be bothered to spend another hour on this. And I do really love this island though, that is one thing I'll tell you. The entire video was just me like, just in awe of how happy I was, okay? Because I spent the last 3 hours with my girlfriend, and it's very nice. So we're going to be getting up a Spike Factory start with a 0-2-2 Smart Spike, again, away from the track, so that we will be hitting this Bloonarius guy, and get a Boomerang in the back for some cleanup, of course. We don't want to die. Dying is just overall not beneficial. I got a comment, and you know, they were saying how nice it is to hear explanations, so I'm gonna let you know a little secret: dying is bad for your times. Anyways, you get a second mob shredder, and now once you're leaking a bunch and the big wave of balloons from the 10th pop comes in, you're gonna want to get up a glaive ricochet, and then just work on getting 4 mob shredders, of course targeting away from the track. And after that you can get up more glaives, and then down here you're going to want to get up a jungle drums, discount village, and balloon trap with the top cross path so that it'll shoot out faster rather than being accurate, because when you're dealing with a boss who doesn't change where the track is, you can just be more accurate, or not be more accurate. Speed is better than accuracy or whatever. You don't have to change the targeting. Anyways, get up an Operation Dartstorm after whatever I just said, so that we can upgrade it to a Sky Shredder. Sky Shredder, of course, is going to be able to help out a ton against Bloonarius, and it's a lot less micro-intensive than spamming down more Spike Factories, so that's, the main benefit. One of these Spike Factories, there it is, targeting over there. And just make sure all 5 of your Spike Factories are targeting the inside of the track so that it actually hits Bloonarius, right? And your more glaives is going to do more than enough cleanup, so you don't have to worry about it, especially with the Sky Shredder helping out. So we're just going to go for the XXL trap as fast as possible. I'd recommend we don't sell off any of these Spike Factories yet, because, the damage is really good, and I hate it because it's annoying to, place more of them, but the damage is great. Anyways, we're getting up a Monkey City because it gives 60% more cash plus another 20%. I think that means 1,000% more cash. You can correct my math in the comments below. Get up a 202 Monkey Village for the jungle drums and the discount. Not sure what else you would get it for, but oh my goodness. Oh my, did we forget an overclock? It's fine. This overclock we should have gotten immediately after getting the village, but since we didn't, don't worry about it. It's not going to make a big difference. We're just going to, we're going to use it once. Why not? So use that overclock. I'm going to sell it and buy a new one. Look, ideally, we would have used the overclock earlier. Bought the overclock earlier to use it, but it's fine, whatever. But once your overclock ability comes up a second time, which for me is going to look a little goofier, but for y'all, you'll know when the time is. But yeah, once it comes up a second time, and you should have around $90,000 in cash. I don't, but if you don't, overclock the tier 4, sell your overclock, and sell this guy, so that we can get up a Super Mines and target it up here. This is actually a pretty bad run, I'm gonna be honest. You guys should be able to do better than me, honestly. But anyways, get up a Call to Arms with a discount, and now we're going to be working on getting up our overclock again, because pretty soon we're going to need it. Use your Call to Arms, and this is kind of strange. I feel like the range was more before the update, but I could be completely bonkers, crazy, whatever you want to call it. No, I think I'm crazy. The range was not bigger. Anyways, get up a second Call to Arms, and we're just going to be pressing one of them. Do not press both. I have them bought so that the cooldowns are very close to each other. That's not really ideal, but whatever. The one who is off cooldown upgrades to a Homeland Defense, and we're going to be using said Homeland Defense. And now we're going to be upgrading our overclock right after we use it, because upgrading the Ultra Boost will reset its cooldown, so we can use it before. And I'm just going to be using our tech block on the Ultra Boost because I care more about the Ultra Boost than I do about Sauda. In fact, by Sauda, I don't care about you even a little bit. It's actually better to not have Sauda than it is to have it, believe it or not. And now, we get to try out the Boomerang Paragon. Of course, we should be using our Call to Arms whenever our Homeland Defense isn't up, so I'm kind of messing that up just a little bit, but it should be fine. Boomerangs, in the most recent update, got a little bit of a rework. It shouldn't matter too much. They got more attack speed in exchange for less damage. I don't mind it, I don't really care that much, but the Paragon got a massive buff to its damage and a nerf to its price. You know, it's a rework overall. That's how video games work. Yeah, the Boomerang Paragon is known for being like incredibly weak. Now in Boss Rush it's pretty good because it's the second cheapest, but it's known for being like just a worse Dark Paragon. If you ever have the chance to get Dark Paragon, why would you get a Boomer? So that's why they're changing it and making it more powerful, which is going to be interesting here because it's also more expensive, so you know, harder to afford. But once we do afford it, it shall be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So before we were able to get up a degree 40, however, with the new price change, we will not. But it should be more than made up for by like, I really think it's getting somewhere near 100% more damage, which is, I think, a big number. No, it's not. I think it averages out at like 50 or 60% more damage, which is more than the difference between a degree 20 and a degree 40. So it's overall going to be very nice for this specific boss rush. Let me check out the math. So we got 50, 60, so $200,000 plus. Do we have anything else? I feel like we should have something else. I don't know. I feel like I have money. I don't think I have money. This could be problematic. I might have to re-record this because I did do a slow start. Let's see. Do we have money? I would like to sell you. Sell everything. Oh, we do. This is a little bit awkward. Oh, hold up. Okay, we do have the money, just barely, to afford the new Boomerang Paragon. And let's see how it is. Degree 20, which is perfect. And it's got a new ability. I know, pretty amazing. Besides the Paragon, we'll be getting up a 202 village so that we can discount a Supermines back up. Supermines is, of course, very, very amazing in Boss Rush, which is why we want it. I know, believe it or not, we do want the overpowered tower who does a ton of damage. So yeah, this is now going to have, like, if we use the ability, it's got a 10 thing, and now it's 9, and it decreases every 3 seconds, although in real life, everyone uses speed up, so it's going to be less than that, and that's going to affect its attack speed. We're going to see how many pops we get. Before the update, I was able to get, oh yes, 100 is it real? We're already over 100. Okay, before the update, I was able to get 128, I believe. So let's see what we get after. It's going to be pretty interesting in my opinion, because degree 20 versus degree 40, but I mean, come on, this thing is $125,000 more, so it better be more damage. At least I hope so. I think I sold my tech bot. Ladies and gentlemen, pro tip: don't sell your tech bot. It's not worth money. It doesn't do that. It's not how this video game works. So, I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, yeah, after we get up the Boomerang Paragon, all we have to do is use our abilities and buff the Spike Factory. I was about to say Spike Paragon, but that is not what we have. We have the Boomerang Paragon. So yeah, just get 2 overclocks, 2 call to arms, upgrade one of the call to arms to a homeland defense. You get the drill. You get the how we do this. Please give me money. Thank you. Alright. Looks like we're at 120. I don't know, it seems extremely close to what we had before. It might be the exact same, but I did play a lot worse, which would mean it's better, but, you know, I do think it's a rare case where we'd be able to get to 40, so maybe it's overall a little bit better, but $125,000 price tag is a lot. You know, it's a rough calculus trying to decide whether or not this is a buff or a nerf. Now, I will tell you one thing that is a buff, alright? And it's the fact that I have a lot more money than last time, even though I played a lot worse. And that's because they made rounds 120 to 140 give 60% more money than before, which is not something I will complain about, I'll tell you that. Anyways, here, I think we're going to get 126 pops, so this seems overall a nerf to boss rush, but I do think the extra money and, you know, it should be fine. All right, I'm not upset about it. I really enjoy this boss rush, this island, whatever. It was super fun. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if it helps you out. Leave comments on what your score was, if you have any improvements, and have a great. Oh my God! I just got the Sapper achievement. That achievement takes forever to get. That is really, really impressive. Have a wonderful day, y'all. This is Yo Boy 3 Peace.